PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Let's play pretend, but not that Disney foolishness you grew up on. What if tomorrow every man on this planet just stopped working? No construction, no trucking, no lights, no food, no defense, 30 days, no men. Would the world go boss its way to survival? Or would it collapse under its own attitude? Civilization didn't pause, it collapsed. And in the deafening silence, one truth survives. Comfort was built on discipline. Discipline was built on sacrifice. And sacrifice was built by the same men you forgot to thank. Or would it collapse under its own attitude? Let's find out.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey, from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, it's PushGap Radio.
Ooh, girl, you can't hear how Dallas, Fort Worth works. This is Jackie.
What up, y'all? This is Jackie.
Of Shaka Ford 1 and the main event show.
Goes a little something like this.
Shaka Ford 1 and the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on PushGap Radio. Giving you two scoops.
And it goes a little something like this.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort
And it goes a little something like this.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to another edition of Shaka 41 in the main event with Jackie O. Forgot to tell them we're no longer just PushGapRadios.com. We are
PushGapRadios.com LLC in the
You heard her.
LLC, baby.
LLC in the house.
We're legitimate. Well, we were legitimate before.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now a limited liability corporation is a whole lot better than sole proprietorship.
Yeah,
so,
sue them.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes.
To PushGapRadios.com. To everyone out there who's trying to make it with their podcast, never let it beat you down. Just keep on going. You will figure it out. My favorite spot, mine, T-Move. You see this? I got on my neck here, T-Move. I got a problem telling. Somebody get it close. I'm blinking like a rap star. I look like Mr. T around here. $6. It comes with another chain and some bracelets. But yeah, Amazon, T-Move, and Shine mine. They both the same price increases, but for different reasons and with different strategies. So what's going on with your friend Amazon?
Well, get ready to pay more money for those budget-friendly online finds.
Yes.
Back on May 2nd, the U.S. shut down the de minimis loophole for imports from China and Hong Kong.
Right.
Meaning packages under $800 now face tariffs. So on July 30th, President Trump signed a new executive order expanding the closure worldwide. That means that starting August 29th, every low-value import, no matter the country, will be taxed. Mm-hmm. Retailers like Shein, Temu, which is really Temu. Let me say these people put some respect on
I don't care how you got it.
It's really
your stuff,
it's
fam.
really Shein, Temu,
now I don't trust
and
Shein.
Amazon.
I don't really trust Shein.
Yeah, they hit or miss.
No, well.
But their discount programs are scrambling, stockpiling goods in the U.S. warehouses, or switching to domestic shipping.
Yeah.
But experts warn that prices will rise and delivery may be slower.
Yeah, and then rolling into the holidays with such things going on. I mean,
hey,
if you're getting laid off and whatnot, which we're going to get into in a moment here in the program, but how in the hell? Because I remember the guy said with Temu and Shein, he said America builds their products for the rich, that we build our products for the poor. That's why we will always make more money than you. And then when they exposed that deal about Louis Vuitton a couple of months ago, and that the same cheap crap is made in the back room is all mine. So yeah, prices are going up. The tariffs are having an effect on a lot of things.
Right. Now, there is a tariff grace period. Some international post shipments may face a flat fee of between $80 and $200, but that's only going to be for 6 months.
Right.
And then, but the private carriers, the full duties is going to apply to them immediately.
Right.
Now, for small sellers, because you have a lot of small sellers like on platforms like eBay and Etsy, they are concerned because, you know, right now they rely on affordable across-the-border shipping, but they're going to definitely feel the pinch once this gets in place.
Them tariffs are rolling in there, and you getting all your stuff built over in China, and they were the hardest hit out of everybody. Trump just got a thing about China because they've been abusing the little tariff system, mine. And so, I've been watching a lot of people who get their supplies from over there, and now they can't stock up, and they falling behind, and things of that nature.
If you have a lot of things in your cart that you want to get from these places you buy, want to go on and get them now before August 29th. Otherwise,
Temu and Amazon are raising their prices, and the pricing changes at these companies are part of a larger trend in the e-commerce industry, where again, like we just discussed, the tariffs and a tightening of regulatory environment are forcing businesses to reevaluate their models. While Temu, my favorite, is undergoing a major shift to a more localized fulfillment model, Amazon is using its scale and existing infrastructure to manage the new costs. So, these models have become so popular in the last years because every time one person go up, then everybody feel they should go up.
Who goes to malls and stuff anymore?
Nobody.
I mean, it's so much easier to just sit at home and to type in exactly what you're looking for and find it without having to go all over to all these different stores.
Yeah, same thing with DoorDash.
So much more convenient.
I used to get on you about DoorDash, but as time has went on, I wouldn't do DoorDash. They say never, but no, nigga, I ain't doing no DoorDash. You niggas ain't getting in my car. Okay. DoorDash.
Well, the food,
Uber.
though, that's different. The food is just you and the food.
Yeah, but could I trust myself not to eat your fries?
Oh, see, no. You be in total violation.
Could I trust myself not to take a dip?
No, that's not for you.
So Trump was talking about the overtime pay. A lot of people were getting into that. Now, that would be an amazing thing if all of your overtime pay. It's always a scam. It's always some kind of scam. If they told you they was going to give you no taxes on your overtime, nigga, then you know they going to get you on the back end. That's just what I'm saying. But I don't really know. We're going to have it told to you by Jackie O.
Yeah, so as
it's a scam,
Shackelford was saying, you've probably seen the headlines that there will be no tax on overtime. It sounds amazing, but here's what it actually means for your paycheck. This new rule, which is part of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, only cuts federal income tax from the overtime premium.
Right.
That's the extra half that you get for hours over 40, not your whole overtime rate. So if you make $18 an hour, your overtime rate is $27 an hour. Only the $9 bonus half is tax-free, and that's only federally.
See.
There's a
the state can still get in your pocket.
The state is still going to get in your pocket. And
local too.
And there's a cap.
Yeah.
The cap for single people is $12,500 a year. If you're married, the cap is $25,000 jointly. But you have to be filing jointly.
Yeah.
And it's only for W-2 employees covered by federal overtime rules. If you make more than $150,000 single or $300,000 married, the benefit starts to fade out. And remember, you still pay Social Security, Medicare, any state or local taxes that's owed. This is just about federal income taxes.
Right.
The law is going to be backdated, and so it's going to apply from all wages earned from January 1st, 2025.
Because they signed it July 4th of this year.
Right. And it runs through the end of 2028. Yeah. And after that, it's going to be up to Congress. So...
And you know Congress going to put it back in. They deadbeat ass. All they want to do is spend, and pass it to the American people. You telling people to save and get their money squared away for damn retirement. When they try to retire, they still in their 70s and 80s and got to go to damn work. Gladys Knight, okay? And the sad part about it, the sad, horrendous part about it is you're $33 trillion in debt. But you want somebody else to save money for retirement. They can't pay rent. It's people got to decide between medicine and food to get gas to go in their car. Tons of things. And the price just keeps going up, keep going up. How many rich people do you think there are? Not just in America, on the globe, on the planet. How many rich people do you think there are? Do you think there are more poor people? Then why don't you bring the price down so they can afford it? It's like our landlord here at this place. Mm-hmm. He said he priced this house, wonderful, beautiful home, was his dad's house. Say he priced it because he would rather you be able to pay the rent. He said, I'd rather have you in here for 10 years than to keep going around 1, 2, 3 years looking for a new tenant.
May he rest in peace.
May Bob Woodman rest in peace. And that's what that is. And then you shipped everything out of the country. And now these people, Trump done pissed these people off. So there's that. So, what are we going to do? The farmers thought that the darkies was coming to work in their fields.
That's because
after
they
the
were
Hispanics
listening, listening to Trump.
That's right.
Trump made a comment that would happen.
Yes.
That
the darkies would be back in the field. We done picked enough, player. We ain't picking no more.
Well, no, we're definitely not. That era is definitely behind us.
So how they going to get their money from you? On the back end?
Who?
And you said the limit on the overtime stuff is $12,000?
The cap.
The cap, yeah.
The maximum that you can get that will not be taxed for a single person is $12,500.
And then you're just putting people in a bind. Why is it capped, mine? What's with the cap? What's with the property taxes that we got all our elders and whatnot getting thrown out of their homes? The one old lady, 78 years old, didn't want to leave because this is her home.
They say it's your home, but stop paying property tax and watch how fast they take it. Follow now if you're tired of renting your life from the government. Property taxes don't care if your mortgage is paid off. You could work 30 years, own your home free and clear, and still lose it over a missed payment to the county. Think that's ownership? That's not the American dream. That's permanent rent. Meanwhile, politicians give tax breaks to foreign buyers, big developers, and billion-dollar corporations. But you get hit with reassessments, surcharges, and levies just for improving your property. The system is rigged. You're not the owner. You're the tenant, with a bill that never ends. Comment "End it" if you think property taxes have gone too far.
For 10 years, 15 years, they took out of jail. And they say with Trump's deal, Trump is making homelessness a crime. And that's why he going to L.A. and all these other places, D.C.
That's
and
why
he's going to clean it up around there,
he needs to take that $200 million that he's buying all that gold stuff, putting it up in the White House.
No.
Making it look like it's the top.
Because when he get through cleaning them out, then we got to have somewhere to celebrate. That'll be in the $200 million ballroom.
He need to take that $200 million and put those people that are homeless, that he's putting them in a worse situation. I mean, because if you put them in jail, all you're doing is you're making it worse.
Overcrowding the jails, enforcing fees on people who can't afford it. And here's my thing.
And still, take that tax money and get some of these empty buildings and make it where these people can have somewhere to live. These buildings are empty anyway.
That part. Let me tell you something. An old head broke the game down. You got all these different foundations and whatnot that help fight homelessness, right? How come homelessness ain't solved? Jackie just told you it's tons of buildings that you can redo. But how come homelessness isn't solved if you got all these people fighting to end homelessness? Because it's a game. If I cure homelessness, then I ain't got a job. Then my company doesn't get free grants and free money and things of that nature. If I solve the problem, what Chris Rock tell you? The money in the treatment, not in the cure. If I give you a place to live, I got to go get another job. Jackie.
Yes. And then, too, if we're such a great country and everybody wants to be here and we're just, we're so wealthy and all of this stuff, we should not have any homeless, especially our veterans. There should not be one homeless, hungry veteran.
And we're paying $700 billion on the military. With that, we could solve homelessness, hunger, a gang of stuff with just the military's damn budget. But you don't want to do that. because America is a corporation mind. Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the plantation.
Wow.
But, yeah, it's just sad how people have worked all their lives chasing the American dream. And then when you get there, you find out that it's a big-ass hole in the ground. And you losing your house that you work for because of damn property taxes. Why are you 60, 70 years old still paying damn property taxes? You own the home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad this country doesn't care. Speaking of which, the future of work. Job layoffs, AI, robots, computers.
Mm-hmm.
All that's coming for your job. You got Waymo. You got the little thing, the little robot. We were talking about DoorDash, but you were talking about the little robot that rolls it up to your door, the drone that drops it.
That drops your food. Yeah.
They're coming for your job. What do you do? What's your job? If it's repetitive, you out of the game. Now, if you're a plumber, an electrician, a welder, AI can't take your job. Those are the trades that they talked you out of and sent you to college and saddled you with debt. That's what you go into. Go into the trades and make your money. You got these layoffs everywhere. The future of work is being reshaped by a combination of economic shifts and rapid technological advancements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what they're saying is the U.S. economy is facing potential recession in 2025, with job creation slowing down significantly, man. You got to be on the lookout. They're after everybody. Now, most people that they're hitting, though, with McDonald's and them with the kiosk and whatnot,
right?
Though you're hitting them, you still need a few of them. But the other people is the middle management people.
Mm-hmm.
It took 10 million people to build the internet. It only takes 10,000 to keep it running.
Right.
Amazon,
and every
all
time
of
you
them,
look
robots, everything. They're after your job, man.
Google and everybody now have had major layoffs of their techs.
Yeah.
And so anymore, that's who's losing their jobs at a really fast rate, are these techs.
Yeah. Because they built it. Once you built it, ChatGPT. Okay?
Right.
All that. You built it. I don't need you anymore. I got the code. I'm going to ship it to China and let them do it for me. But, yeah, the layoffs are coming. There's going to be more layoffs coming during the holidays. You know how they are.
That's always. Yeah.
They want you to give a 2-week damn notice, but then they just want to ring you up, send you on your damn way. AI, all of this stuff, man. If you don't know, you're in a world of trouble. It's coming for you. I don't care what your job is. Artificial intelligence.
Well,
that's creating job displacement and creation. AI is expected to replace some jobs, particularly those that are repetitive, rule-bound, or administrative. Paralegals will be out of a job because all you doing is filling in stuff on a document. The document is already printed. You just fill in the blanks in most instances. Okay. Estimates vary, but one report suggests AI could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs. It's 350 million people in America.
Yeah,
this is global. And every day, people are just getting let go. Amazon lays off 20,000. Google lays off 15,000. It's coming, man. They're coming for you, too. You need to work on getting your own stuff. But, yeah, 300 million jobs, that's a lot of jobs. The experts are predicting that AI will create new jobs. But what do you got to be into? Robotics?
Well, you have to be
STEM.
into robotics. You have to also be able to work on the back end as far as
maintenance, repair,
and different things. Yeah. So, I mean, so there are still positions that are going to be needed, but nowhere near as many. This is going to take way more jobs because now they're building actual computers and, I mean, not computers, but actual robots and things so that are doing these different things.
Now, they say the jobs that is going to create the new career path that you're speaking of is creating entirely new jobs such as AI trainers, prompt engineers, and data scientists.
Right.
This guy, tech leader Sam Altman of OpenAI, believes that AI will enable unprecedented entrepreneurial opportunities. I believe that.
Yeah.
Because people are making their own avatars and whatnot. We'll have one coming soon as well. Jackie O is phenomenal. National Honor Society. Okay, that's why she's here. Okay, but yeah, man, it's opening up a whole lot of opportunities for entrepreneurial type stuff. So if you up on the game and you do your studying, you can find where you fit in at.
Right.
Okay, we use it to do research now. Jackie turned me on to it. I'm normally on Google and Reddit and places looking for my information. But once I got tuned in, but now, even though you put stuff in ChatGPT,
still check it out.
Still check your sources, okay? It's going to have impact on different generations.
Mm-hmm.
The concerns that older workers may face greater challenges in adapting to AI-driven changes than younger generations who are considered digital natives.
Well,
they were born into it.
Some older people that don't have a computer. They don't know how to, even turn on a computer, let alone do anything else.
Yeah.
Some people don't even text still.
That's right.
So a lot of older people are going to get left behind with all of this new
robots
technology.
and computers, automation of routine tasks. Robots and computers are becoming more commonplace in the workplace, especially for repetitive or monotonous tasks. This is not just limited to manufacturing,
right?
But extends to logistics, truck driving.
All of that.
Self-driving buses, self-driving Waymo cars.
Well, because right here in Texas right now, they are testing the self-driving 18-wheelers as well as these autonomous cars.
Yeah.
So, Texas is definitely going at the forefront of them with these.
And
I don't want to be next to a driverless truck or
I know,
car.
right? Right now they have a guy sitting in the seat. He takes over once they...
the one I saw was sitting in the passenger seat.
That's the one you seen. I'm telling you about the one I seen.
Oh.
Jackie O is back.
I am.
Okay, 18 years of marriage. The one I seen, the guy was sitting in the seat, the Asian guy, because the guy doing the story, the report, was sitting in the passenger seat. Okay, so but he sits there and he only takes over when they pull out. Then once they get on the road, then he lets it take over. Now, let's say they're going from here to Plano, Texas. Once he gets into Plano, then he takes over again. But they saying eventually they're not going to need him for that either.
See, the one I saw, the driver was sitting, the camera person was sitting in the passenger seat, and the driver was sitting on the bed bunk thingy right there in the middle.
Yeah.
And then there was nobody in the driver's seat while the truck was driving.
Yeah.
But allegedly, the driver was supposed to be able to move fast enough to get in the seat if need be. But that was a little too trusting for me.
It's too much
I wouldn't have been
going on for me to be in a car that I don't have control over. I didn't need an automatic damn car when I learned how to drive. The people before us didn't need all that. All the distraction comes from all the crap they put in the cars. And you don't need a 12-inch damn screen. Give me a button that I can touch while I'm driving, man.
And there are things that can always malfunction. There was this one scenario.
The cameras on there?
There was one scenario where this guy was stuck in one of the Waymos, which are like taxis, and it was going around in circles. And there was nothing he could do about it. The doors wouldn't unlock. He was calling them on his phone, and there was nothing they could do to control the car. And it was just going in these circles. There was one situation where they were in this parking lot at night, and they would all start. The horns would all start blowing on all of them.
Yeah. We saw that thing,
and all
that
their
was in
lights
San Francisco.
and it was like,
and then people was complaining
because there was about 100 of them in the parking lot, and they were all blowing.
Go Bears!
And making all this noise and stuff. You've had the bicyclist that was run over and hit and killed. I mean, so there
all kind of crap.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You're doing too much. Who's supposed to buy all this stuff once nobody has a damn job? They're talking about universal income, but who's going to buy all this crap that you're making? And you're just making it for rich people, okay? Robots and computers, man, they taking over customer service.
Right.
Now you got to go to a kiosk. That's at fast food, and they talking about the safety and efficiency of it all. But all the distractions are in the car. There are no buttons or switches that you can feel. You got to go to the 7-inch, the 12-inch touchscreen. Now the touchscreen is tripping. I'm trying to drive and see what's going on with this damn touchscreen. Y'all, it is a bigger cell phone in your hand.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, it's becoming horrendous. It's the transformation of jobs. Robots may displace some workers, but they'll also transform existing jobs. What is it that you do? Put it in the comments. What's your job? Do you think AI is coming for your job? I drove charter buses for 20 some odd years. Now they have buses over there in China that drive themselves. It's coming. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to prepare your children and your grandchildren? Mm-hmm. Get into the trades, man.
Or stocks, bonds. I mean, get in some of the old school stuff. But you know, a lot of people are not. As far as these youngsters, they're not taught anything about bonds and stocks.
They can't even tell time on a regular clock.
Well, they anymore though. They've taken even writing cursive out of the school.
Exactly.
So these kids won't even be able to sign their name.
Let them drive a car with a clutch. Then let's see how big you are. But they say it's going to have an impact on job quality. Studies show a mixed impact on job quality. While robots can take over physically demanding tasks, they can also make work less meaningful for humans who are regulated to performing repetitive micro tasks alongside the machines. So, you know, they said a worker's going to be able to program and oversee the robots and equipment. But how many people are you going to need? Amazon already has one warehouse full of robots. But how many people do you need to maintain the robots? If you had a warehouse full of people, 3,000 people in here, now how many do you need just to run the...
I saw a prototype that was very interesting. Yeah. This one cooked, cleaned, washed the dishes, did the clothes. It did everything. It was like, So that one was pretty interesting.
Well, there are some interesting things from AI and whatnot, but I just think it's going to impact people. But, of course, black people, we always survive, so it doesn't matter to us. Them people being hit, them folk, mine, they can't handle it. Again, we've been in the mud so long, mine, our ancestors, it's instilled in our DNA. We don't care what happens in America. We still going to survive and still I rise. No matter what you do to us. So that's what they be saying. The people wanted a segregated white city, and they were talking.
They are doing that in some places. There's one in where? Arkansas, Alabama.
And black people don't care because they were talking about segregating us. We was in line again. Okay, where do we go sign up? We love to get away from you. Okay? And that's what the hell it is. But yeah, AI is going to have an immense impact, mine. Get your youngsters ready. All they going to college, getting them crappy-ass degrees, them jobs is gone. Most of you were suckered anyway. If you didn't get into STEM, science, and math. Okay. See, now I threw myself off.
It's got to be science, technology, and engineering.
Engineering and math. National Honor Society. But you're going up in there, and you're telling your people to go to college. Going to college is a waste of money, particularly if you're getting a crappy degree, basket weaving. Come on, man. You better go learn Chinese or something. Send your youngsters to the trades or start your own. Not everyone is built to have their own business now. So a lot of y'all need to get out there. You need to have your own. Everybody ain't built for that. Some people just want to work and go home and chill out. Everybody is not as driven as you. This lady was suing Snoop D-O double jizzle, mine. Now how in all of the hell is you gonna sue Snoop? Snoop did an amazing job in the Olympics. I can't wait to the one in L.A. Did a phenomenal job in the Olympics, man. Snoop breaking it in, man.
He caught a lot of flack from that, though.
I don't know why.
He lost a lot of. Well, not that. After that,
yeah.
All of those. You know, he had gained all of those fans and all those people from the Olympics, but then he lost them right after that because he performed during the Trump inauguration, and they hated that, so he lost. He lost a lot of people.
And that's what kills me. You would have went and got the bag too. Oh, we'll pay you $10 million to come perform. Oh, you not gonna go, nigga? I don't care what you think about me. I have to think about my family. This girl sitting over here keep talking about a dang on $5 million ring. Okay, I'm going to get the bag and get my baby a $5 million ring. Now the other $5 million she can't touch.
Half Eddie. All right. A Houston woman is taking
Okay, well, that's $2.5 million. You said no, so.
A Houston woman is taking on Snoop Dogg, and she wants $100 million.
Damn.
Her name is Lydia Harris, and she's the ex-wife of Death Row co-founder, Michael Harry O'Harris. Says Snoop and Death Row Records have been cashing in on the label's name without paying her a dime of the $107 million judgment she won back in 2005 against Suge Knight's Death Row.
Okay, what's that got to do with me?
She won it against the company.
Yeah.
The company.
I bought the company.
The company. Well, then he.
That ain't my debt.
Then he acquired the debt.
No, not that debt. That's your lawsuit. Now, I take on your debt that you owe for the company. But if you got sued for some stuff that you done, I ain't taking on your lawsuit.
Harris claims any use of the Death Row brand needs her written okay until that judgment is paid. She accuses Snoop plus Time Warner, Universal Music, and Interscope of fraud, conspiracy, and even civil RICO violations, arguing the 2022 bankruptcy sale that gave Snoop control of Death Row was just a way to dodge paying her. In April, a judge refused to toss her case. Snoop's lawyers say she already took $1 million from Knight in good faith and is just harassing him in a new state.
Wow.
But Harris says she's protecting what's hers and she's not backing down.
If I was Snoop, I ain't trying to pay you now. All the other debt, property taxes, things of that nature, yeah, I'm going to pay that. But you sued him. Okay, I know what you're saying. I understand.
Well,
what you're
she's
saying.
asking the court to set up a constructive trust to block further use of the brand.
Well,
so we shall see. We'll stay tuned and see what happens with this.
Okay. Well, you want to go let them in, and I'll read this cowboy story.
We got some new members to the Shackelford family, y'all.
Yeah, we went to get a dog. We wound up getting two because some folk. Okay,
it's my first time ever having a dog that was mine.
Dog Jackie's dog name is Goldie, lazy little bastard. Okay, Pepper is a Belgian Malinois.
I picked them both.
Looks the way you did. Looks like a German Shepherd, but amazing dog, mine. Yeah, Jackie's little old dog. You know, I told you to go through the bedroom, Jackie.
I didn't hear that. I missed it. My bad. Say hi, everybody. Tell the
and quit all that damn barking. Yeah, it's great to have some dogs, man. Dogs keep you young. They keep you moving. I tell you that. We've been humping for the 3 days we had them, but you know, by the time you hear this, probably be 4 days. The Dallas Cowboys, it's football season, baby. Are you ready for some football? Okay. The Dallas Cowboys is a 30-year comedy of errors. Let me tell you, Cowboy fans, something. Jerry Jones. 2 words for you. They ain't gonna never win a damn thing till Jerry's gone. And most of you know that. I'm not saying anything that you don't know. But ain't nothing gonna happen till Jerry's gone. I hope Stephen Jones does the correct thing and gets a general manager. What you should have done was brought Jimmy Johnson in at $10 million a year and let him handle your people, Jerry. You will never, ever be Jimmy Johnson. Your ego mine. I just can't believe it. For over a quarter century, the Dallas Cowboys have perfected the art of the glorious disappointment. It's not just that they lose, it's how they lose. It's a masterclass in snatching defeat from the jaws of damn victory. A finely tuned machine built for a single purpose. See, this is when people don't listen. That's why you're supposed to take them go around to the bedroom.
They ran.
No, if you'd have came to the bedroom, they wouldn't be in here now. I know we're recording a podcast, but we had a little issue here. Yeah, that's why I told you let them in through the bedroom, not through here. Okay. Well, go on.
Take a break. Come on.
No, ain't no breaks, but you take them to the room. But yeah, Dallas Cowboys is a comedy of errors, mine. And you people just aren't going anywhere. I just hate to break it down to you. You already know. I'm not telling you anything new, particularly if you live here in Dallas, Fort Worth. They find a way to lose. Okay? It's supposed to be a finely tuned machine built for a single purpose. And that's to give their long-suffering fans hope. And then they stomp on that. Why is it every year? Why is it every preseason we always hear about how the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl? Y'all ain't even been nowhere in this millennium. The Bears was at least in the 2006 Super Bowl against Tony Dungy in Indianapolis. Remember, on the first kickoff, Devin Hester ran it back, baby. Yeah, but the Cowboys ain't going to never win nothing, man. Jerry's ego. No, I like the Cowboys because I live here. Bears fan, you never see me wearing your gear. But it's like one of the radio hosts said here one time when I was driving limousines, I was driving around, and he comes on, he said, well, those of you from somewhere else who root for another team, let's say you're a Chicago Bears fan and you live here in Dallas, then you need to cheer for the home team too, because no one wants to live in Loserville. I understand that. Okay, so yeah, I cheered for the Rangers and the Dallas Stars and whatnot. But yeah, I like the Cowboys. I became a fan when Jimmy Johnson started. But they're never going to win anything because Jerry's going to keep bringing in these loser-ass coaches, ass-kissers, yes men. Okay? And then the season starts.
What's the difference between the Cowboys and a Chick-fil-A sandwich? Nothing. Both don't show up on Sundays.
They get a couple of wins, a couple of impressive wins. Then they'll start falling off. But the wins usually come from teams that's either injured, have already mentally checked out. They'll look dominant. Then the fans be like, see, we told you, the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Now here comes the crash and burn part. And then that moment comes. The game that truly matters. A playoff matchup against a team that on paper they should be beating the crap out of. And just like clockwork, the wheels fall off mine. The coaching carousel, horrendous. Jerry just don't get it, mine. And it's just never going to work out for a person whose ego runs his business instead of letting his business mind run his business. I like the Cowboys. I live here. Don't love them. Bears fan. I like Emmitt Smith. I got a full-size thing of him in there in my little man cave. But I'm still a Walter Payton guy. I'm glad Emmitt did it because Emmitt Smith is greatness. You know? He carries honor and respect for the position. Now Mike McCarthy's gone. You know, Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl up there in Green Bay. But Jerry won't leave people alone. He had that all-in approach. But everything goes on in Jerry world. Don't know if you know the World Cup is coming. It will be played in, when the World Cup? 2027 or 2026? You don't know?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh, I should already know that you don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, now AT&T Stadium is an architectural marvel. Here it's called Jerry World, not Jerry's World, Jerry World. Greatness. Jerry's a great marketing guy. Jerry does phenomenal things to keep their name out there. That's why Micah Parsons, he's stringing that out. Best player on your damn team, on. But yeah, y'all ain't going nowhere, man. I just want y'all to know that. Every August, y'all will do it all over again. We're in August, so I just want to let you know. It'll be the headlines, and then you Cowboy fans going to look at the headlines and tell yourself this year is different. Because a true Cowboys fan knows that the real fun isn't in the winning, but in the collective, glorious 30-year-long journey of disappointment. And that, my friends, is why the Dallas Cowboys suck. If men quit working, we had a segment on yesterday's show which talked about what would happen to the planet if women quit working. On this episode, we're going to break down to you what would happen if men on the planet quit working. What do you think would happen if men quit working, Jackie?
I told you yesterday. I think that they
wasn't on the air yesterday.
I think that they would be wearing red dresses. and red bottoms. The Christian Louboutin shoes.
These dudes killing us, man.
For the most part.
They killing us in the game. Here's what happens on the planet if men quit working.
Let's play pretend, but not that Disney foolishness you grew up on. What if tomorrow every man on this planet just stopped working? No construction, no trucking, no lights, no food, no defense, 30 days, no men. Would the world girl boss its way to survival? Or would it collapse under its own attitude? Let's find out.
Ain't that a man?
Everyone loves to say, we're all equal. Cute idea. Reality check? Infrastructure doesn't care about feelings. It cares about who shows up. Let's see who that is. 97% construction, men. 96% truck drivers, men. 95% utility workers, men. 92% military, men. 79% law enforcement, men. 93% trash collectors, men. 88% software engineers, men. So yeah, TikTok influencers aren't gonna fix the power grid. You unplug these men, your Wi-Fi, your DoorDash, your Netflix and chill, dead on arrival. These jobs aren't glamorous. No filters, no ring lights, no hashtag Monday motivation. Just back pain, busted knuckles, and overtime. These guys build your roads, keep your lights on at 3 a.m. and patch up water mains while you dream about becoming a millionaire influencer. And guess what? Nobody thanks them. But without them, everything stops. So what happens when the men disappear? Day 1 to 3, flights grounded, subways frozen, buses dead, garbage piles up. Surprise, rats love euphemism too. The president vanished, along with every male vice president, speaker, and senator. By law, the next eligible official steps in, and it's Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. Suddenly, she's the acting president, thrust onto a platform without a stage, because authority isn't power without people to carry it out. Meanwhile, Twitter lights up with hashtags. Hashtag he strike. Hashtag temporary kings. Everyone jokes about how women got this. Sure, don't believe the waste warning? In 1968, New York's sanitation workers went on strike. By day 3, 30,000 tons of trash buried the sidewalks. One city, 3 days, a mountain of rot. Now picture that everywhere. Day 4 to 7. Then reality swings a hammer. Gas stations bone dry, grocery shelves empty, hospitals ration oxygen, no supply trucks coming. 911 rings and rings. Nobody left to answer. Meanwhile, the new president is live streaming hope speeches under flickering lights because no power crews. And if you think this was eye-opening, wait until you see what happens when men stop working for 30 days. The same people who said men are replaceable now whisper, where did all the good men go? Day 30. No power, no trucks, no water, no law. The rich run to bunkers, hoping diesel and canned beans outlast desperation. The rest huddle around candles in moldy apartments, whispering prayers for daylight. Cities become tombs. Disease creeps through flooded basements and rat-infested streets. Bodies go unburied, just like during the 1918 Spanish flu. If men stop working, the fantasy of independence shatters overnight because hashtags don't unclog sewers, tweets don't fly helicopters into wildfires, and corporate suits don't run power lines through a blizzard at 2 a.m. Men do, the kind who show up, shut up, and carry it all while you scroll in comfort. What do they get for this? Mockery, blame, told they're toxic. Yet they still show up. Why? Because purpose beats applause, duty beats dopamine. But never forget, if they vanished for just a month, this empire of convenience crumbles. Fast, civilization didn't pause, it collapsed. And in the deafening silence, one truth survives. Comfort was built on discipline. Discipline was built on sacrifice. And sacrifice was built by the same men you forgot to thank. So here's the moral of this not-so-fairy tale. Respect the foundation, or watch the house collapse on top of you. Men, stand tall, not bitter, not boastful, just aware. Because you're not just workers, you're civilization's insurance policy. Don't let anyone forget it. We men, we. Shit.
Yeah, man. That's what that is, man. So, all right. So, Diddy's lawyer.
Yeah.
Free Diddy. Diddy ain't nothing but a freak, man. Everybody done it. Look at Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was probably pretty much doing the same thing now. That's where Diddy got it from. But wasn't nothing wrong when Hef was doing it, right?
Do you know that the person that Bill Cosby went to prison behind, his assault was at the Playboy Mansion?
Really now?
Yep.
But
yep.
All that was going on at the Playboy Mansion back in the Gap line, and I just don't see
how
nothing
but freaky deaky going
40
on.
years later, you can twist somebody up in there, but I digress.
And only him.
Free Diddy!
Yeah. Well, Diddy's lawyers are saying that only thing that he's really accused, he should be accused of, and the only thing that he's guilty of is being an amateur pornographer.
Being a freak. Diddy need to go into porn. He'll make a killing.
Sean Diddy Combs may have been acquitted of most of the serious allegations in his federal case, but his legal team is now trying to overturn his remaining convictions by framing his actions as the production of private, non-commercial sexual videos.
Right.
He was acquitted in July and was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking.
Yeah.
He was convicted and found guilty on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law that criminalizes transporting someone across state or national borders for prostitution or illegal sexual activity. His current status is he's awaiting sentencing in October, and the prosecutors want to give him 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
While
Let that man go.
While his defense is pushing for home confinement. His defense strategy is, again, they're trying to say that all these videos that they have, and that's just no more than amateur pornography, because he did not try to sell any of them.
Exactly, or extort anyone.
So they're saying with all these freak offs and all these Wild King nights, they were all consensual and non-commercial.
Right.
And because of that, they say that qualifies as First Amendment protected personal pornography, and rather that is, and so that is, there's nothing illegal about that.
Right.
And so
you just being a freak.
That, and so
that's all it is. Your predilections. Whatever type person you are, get a lot of money, and more of that will come out. If you're a gambler, you become a degenerate gambler.
Right.
Wait till you get some money. You a perv? You like swinging your tallywhacker all over the place? You got money, you can swing your tallywhacker from some of the best places on the planet. Okay, money just brings out the worst. But Diddy just a perv, he just a freak, man. It's just he got money and, visibility.
Well, the defense goal is to get him home.
Jackie be hating, family.
Boy, look at her.
He didn't invite her to the party.
It's to get him home confinement plus counseling for alleged substance abuse and anger issues. Yeah. And so they're saying that if the court buys the amateur pornographer defense, that he could avoid additional prison time.
You don't need to get no prison time. Man, I'm going to the welcome home party myself.
I think he's going to get some time. I think he's going to get that.
Yeah, but they only doing
He's looking at that 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, but they only doing it because of your brother, man. Well, speaking of.
He should have been not doing all that. He was just a mean guy. He was evil.
They doing it because he is one of the brothers.
He was evil.
Speaking of, Shador Sanders. Okay, you see how they've been doing Shador. Okay, you already know. Shador Sanders, the Sanders family, they changing the game. I did a show where I said, what would happen if Coach Prime took that whole damn circus to the USFL? How would that change your life, mine? But yeah, they doing this brother wrong. They trying to do Diddy wrong. Diddy ain't doing nothing no different than them boys been doing forever and a day. Diddy wasn't around when the casting couch was out. Okay, who was doing that? Warner Brothers, Edward Mayer, all these big time studios and whatnot. So, Diddy just doing what they was doing. They trying to do the same thing to Shador mine. Legendary.
Nasty.
Trying to do the Shador. Shador is changing the game because he learned the game from his old man. His old man taught him the game, then showed him how to twist the game up. Now he done put his own thing on it. And the best thing about it all is Bucky mine. Because if you can control your own narrative, they was telling us that Shador Sanders was crap. He wasn't all that good. You seen the damn video. Balling out of control. But because he's black and he came from a household with a dad that had structure and discipline. Yeah, you mad at Prime.
They don't like Prime.
They want your kid to be poor from the projects. I can control you. You supposed to get $10 million. I'll give you 1.8. But your stupid ass don't know. Prime know. All the endorsements, everything. They just changing the game. And the reason you hate this kid is because his dad was amazing, and you honestly think that somebody thinks this kid is a crap quarterback when he was trained by the GOAT, Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't got time to be sitting here dealing with your kid, and he ain't crap, and he ain't gonna make it. And that's why Diddy shouldn't go to prison.
And if you haven't already, you need to go back and look at our previous show because we go into more detail about the upstanding citizens that both Shador, Shiloh, and Bucky
the whole
are.
family, man. It's just amazing. And these people, these teams that need a quarterback and passed on the kid. You let your racism override. But
he's going to have the last laugh. I cannot wait until he shows these people what the heck he can do, which they already know.
Yeah.
But I can't wait until it comes time for him to be able to get the contract that he deserves. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you watch. It's going to set a record.
It is. He already making money. Made more money from jerseys than he did from his damn contract.
Yeah, but he going to get this football contract that's going to set a record down the line.
Real quick, Ryan Coogler, what's up with him?
Yes, Ryan Coogler.
And then tell him about Voices Unfiltered. It's coming out next week.
Ryan Coogler, who we all know from the Black Panther fame.
That's right.
He has decided to go nearly 20 years back after Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, and he has put together a 5-part National Geographic docuseries.
Really now?
That premiered July 27th and is now streaming in full on both Disney Plus and Hulu. Mm-hmm. He was working alongside Oscar-winning producers Simon and Jonathan Chin and Simon and Jonathan Chin. They are behind Searching for Sugar Man and Emmy-nominated director Tracy A. Curry from Attica.
I ain't never heard.
Coogler delivers a gripping, unflinching account of the storm and its aftermath, not just through statistics or headlines, but through the lived experiences of survivors, responders, and community leaders. So basically, he was trying to break the narrative that they were putting out there on how it was handled because, as we all know, from the moment the levee broke to the desperate conditions inside of the Superdome and the convention center, that what this series is going to tap into is it's going to lay bare how systemic failures, racial inequalities.
But hasn't that been done already?
No, not to this magnitude.
Yeah.
And a militarized response compounded the tragedy. Archival footage and firsthand testimony reveals stories of courage and resilience, too often overshadowed by sensationalized coverage, which is what this has always had.
Okay, well, I remember General Honore. I loved him. He told him, quit pointing them guns. Put them damn guns down. These are American people. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he got on the ass about that. We have a segment coming up called Voices Unfiltered.
Yes.
About different letters that people send to us and whatnot. And Jackie O is going to break down because it's her segment, but we got to produce it and script it and things of those natures. But we'll be working on it for the next week or two. And then when we present it to you, let us know what you think. But Jackie will break down Voices Unfiltered.
Well, Voices Unfiltered is already live on Facebook. So if you can, just go over, like, and follow us on the Voices Unfiltered page. But basically what it is that it's most anonymous letters that are submitted, and they're anonymous confessions, emotional truths, and powerful stories that you can feel. So your secrets are our stories. So if you have a story that you would like for us to either read, because we're also going to have a segment where it's going to be within the podcast itself, so we can either read it on the podcast. Right. We're going to do YouTube videos, so it could end up in a YouTube video, or it definitely would make our page on Facebook. So again, that's Voices Unfiltered. And if you don't have a story, at least go over there and read the stories. Yeah. There's some very juicy ones over there. So
just go over there and support. So yeah, we got a couple of pooches around here. We got 2 dogs. One again is a Belgian Malinois, and the other one seems to have Labrador. Yeah. Okay, but I need you to send me the 2 pictures that you took so I can put those here in the show and show who we got. Yes. We got Pepper. Now, the other pooch that looks like a golden retriever, name was Harper. Mm-hmm. But we changed it to Goldie because this dog's so stupid, he don't even know his damn name.
She's very smart.
She is smart, but, she has her moments.
You don't call our dogs stupid.
So are they going to take me to court now?
Yes.
See, you be on that. Jackie O is back. Okay, and as you always know, it's always a thrill to have Jackie O around. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get to 5,000 subs. We're at 4,500. Hey. Give us a like and a comment. We would greatly appreciate that, man. But yeah, prices of everything is going up. High as giraffe booty, mine. Mm-hmm. I don't know what folks gonna do with all the layoffs coming, the AI taking over. You better be
trying to stock up on stuff.
Yeah, you better be trying to get what you can. I mean, is it better now to own a home, or is it better to just rent? Me, I think it's better to rent. We've been approved for a house 3 times. We got approved for a house right before COVID hit. Mm-hmm. But imagine what would be going on if we'd have moved into that house in 2020. Right. Because we got approved in February of 2020. COVID hit in March in Dallas. And then 2 other times we've been approved. But everything is going up, man. It's just making it so impossible. Man, we talked about this a week or so ago. I can only imagine what people are going through that have to take their kids to daycare.
Yep, because daycare is not cheap. At all.
You sound like you asking. Thank you for hanging out on the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name. Never average, never mediocre, online, on point, and on the freaking money. Stick and stack to the hottest team in the internet radio game. Shaka Ford 1 and Jackie O. Hottest combination in the game, player. Mm-hmm. Only one who don't know it, nigga, is you, Jackie O.
And again, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And come on back next week and bring all your family and friends.
That's what that is. Yes. Go Bears. It's football season, baby.
Go Cowboys. Cowboys.
I just told you about the Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. I didn't hear any of that. I was messing with the dogs.
And then tell the people real quick why you be upset because football on. Why do you care? It come on all the time. Man. Why do you care?
Because I need to be looking at something else on TV.
You can look at something else. Go watch Netflix.
You be on the TV with the remote control.
Because the game is on.
Going from channel to channel.
Do and you then ever hold the remote? Because every time you give her the remote, 2 minutes later she can't find the damn remote.
Wait a minute, y'all. He was sitting there the other day, the TV on pause on YouTube. We sitting up here. What is going on with the TV? He gonna tell me, I'm eating. He was eating some daggone fries.
What's that
And
got
he's sitting up there eating his hot
that's
fries.
because the hot fries hit the
Like,
the
I'm
stuff on
finna
my
sit here and
finger.
look at a
And I
Paul's
didn't wanna touch
TV
the remote.
while
And
Diva,
all the juices on my hand
while
like
my
that.
Diva husband eats his hot fries. Give me the daggone
I had
remote
to
control.
wipe my hands.
I will turn.
Mike. Well, see,
No,
if I give
you
the
was not
remote,
trying to wipe your
then
hands.
We
You
gonna
was
go to
eating.
YouTube. Then we go to YouTube on Jackie's YouTube. Everything is murder.
You
death,
was in
kill.
the middle of
But
eating, so I know
yeah, and I had
where
the
to
hot
hide the
fries.
body if I
I
needed
had the
to.
hot fry stuff on my hand. I didn't want to put it on the remote.
You was still eating. You was still dipping your hand in the bag.
By the
yes.
time you said
yeah.
I had my hand in the bag.
And I'm like, no, this Negro did.
I already had a handful of fries. There was no way to just
While
stop.
he eating some
It was only a few minutes.
I was about to say Funyuns. Some hot fried.
It was only a few minutes. Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie O. Thank you for logging in to the hottest thing in the game, mine. And we will see you guys on next week. PushGapRadios.com, LLC.
Dallas, baby. And we're out.
What she said.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
That's gangsta.